In Cape Town, South Africa, an illicit industry is on the rise. Drugs presented as alternative healing agents by a network of self-proclaimed shamans, as individuals are increasingly searching for solace in the shadows.
Every boundary in your brain is being violated.
We're very aware that we're working in illegal circumstances, but we believe that it is righteous civil disobedience.
With rare access, our cameras are invited into a psychedelic ceremony.
There was an internal fight going on in what I could feel of parts I wanted to face, parts I didn't want to face.
It's estimated 1 in 2 people worldwide may suffer from a mental illness in their lifetime. Treating it is big business, and not just for big pharma companies. People are increasingly seeking out alternative therapies involving the use of psychedelic drugs. It has the potential to become a global industry and is expected to more than double in the next few years.
Spend a few minutes online scrolling and you'll find a vast selection of self-appointed healers offering meticulously curated journeys involving various illegal substances.
In South Africa, these substances are as illegal as heroin, irrespective of its relative risk. A conviction could result in a fine, up to 25 years in prison, or both. Experts say they do carry significant risks, especially in informal and unregulated spaces, from inducing psychosis to even death. Yet in South Africa, people are willing to pay for the experience known as a journey.
So welcome to the space.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thank you so much for being here.
It's all right.
Megan Hardy and Kate Ferguson guide private psychedelic ceremonies for a living. Today, they are preparing for their client, Stuart Dodds. He has allowed us to not only witness, but capture his journey on camera.
So at any point, if any of it feels uncomfortable or it's triggering process, because it can, stuff is releasing, communicate that and say, okay, stop, or no, or it's too much, or and if it's feeling amazing and good, cool, enjoy it, surrender to it, let it flow.
At 53, professional photographer Stuart Dodds has struggled with his mental health and says he's tried it all: therapy, life coaching, even psychics. He's cycled through antidepressants and ADHD meds, but he's convinced psychedelics hold the key to his healing.
Okay, so...
This will be his second experience with magic mushrooms, a natural but illegal psychedelic that shifts mood, perception, and consciousness.
It's a little twin.
But how do they calculate the dosage of psychedelic drugs to give to a client? What has qualified you to come to those doses?
My own experience and my own learning and research. So over the years, I have been formulating and R&Ding, let's say, myself, primarily learning what works in what situation, and then within a small community of practitioners that would engage with me on that as well.
Megan and Kate use a blend of shamanic practices, mostly rooted in Native and South American traditions, involving crystals, herbs, sound, and ritual.
Taking a collective deep breath in and out.
At a price tag of almost $2,000, Megan draws people from across the globe, most of them struggling with mental health. But in South Africa, it's also an industry that operates with little oversight and, critics say, often leaves patients at serious risk. Curious to gain insights from the medical field, I met Dr. Marcel Stastny, the convener of the South African Society of Psychiatrists.
What have you seen in terms of the rise of the use of self-proclaimed healers or shamans in Cape Town that are administering or giving people psilocybin?
I think it's a huge problem. I mean, it certainly has been exploding in Cape Town particularly. And I think people are lost and disconnected. And they are disillusioned by psychiatric medications. You know, everybody's looking for a pill to fix everything, and there simply isn't a pill to fix everything. There's quite a lot of science behind something before it's called a medicine. You can't call something a medicine if it's not.
I wanted to put these allegations to Megan.
People will find deep discomfort with the fact that you call psychedelics medicine.
A medicine is something that can bring relief, can bring soothing, can bring healing, can create shift. And so this is what psychedelics do.
Lots of different ways of consuming it, but we quite like the honey.
Megan works with magic mushrooms and MDMA, known as the party drug ecstasy, a combination not commonly offered by others.
So I just want to give him this first. So this is the MDMA. So I want him to take this first before he takes the mushrooms. So that's 50 milligrams. Okay.
For Stuart's experience, he'll be taking several grams of magic mushrooms and a significant dose of MDMA. Stuart is still deep in his process.
We are experiencing, it's like a foreshadow of the process or the energies that the client is experiencing. So we are often tapping into that field and feeling it and moving it through our bodies. This is not a clinical, transactional engagement. This is relational healing, relational connection, and that's a very big part of where the healing comes from.
Do you think that these shamans, self-proclaimed healers, know the dangers?
No, they've got no clue. They don't know what they don't know. They just know that they took a trip, felt great, and want to help people. Those are the best of them. The worst of them have got this kind of narcissistic inflation where they go, I can help people. I can do better than the psychiatrists or the priests or the because I took the substance. I mean, it's crazy.
That I heard myself was I was speaking in what's called spiritual tongues while I was on the journey. I mean, I could hear myself. It almost sounded like I was speaking like in an Israeli accent or an Arabic accent, like a hay.
To my untrained eyes, he seems to be having a tough time.
It looks like we should be worried about his condition or his state. Perhaps things not going as smoothly as expected.
Okay, no, not at all. So it's just it's a part of the process. So as people go deeper and deeper within themselves, they reach blockages and thresholds which manifest in different ways. And so we are there to help guide him and create more safety for him to go into these internal places.
It's around this point that Megan offers Stuart a top-up of MDMA. Even though Megan told me that Stuart consented to the top-up before the journey, to me in this moment, he seems very unsure.
How do we know that you are not coercing him to take more?
So I'm very carefully holding the power that he's given over, the authority that he's given over to me, and to allow him to still have a voice in that. So it's a very delicate space, and this is the challenge when it comes to facilitators in the space with these psychedelics, and what we're all learning as we go along, so that we can do it in the least risky way for people with the most benefit.
Is that person, in your mind, in the right state of mind to even consent to taking more MDMA?
No. No, absolutely not. I mean, in order to give consent, you have to be in touch with reality. If a person has already had psilocybin and MDMA, they aren't in touch with reality. They're intoxicated. They're high.
2 weeks post Stuart's journey, I had the opportunity to check in with him.
Would you say you are healed?
No.
Okay.
Have I advanced in my healing? 100%.
But it remains illegal, unregulated, and risky. With no barrier to entry, self-proclaimed healers claim this is the new frontier of healing. But to medical professionals, it remains dangerous territory.